Yo, the streets are buzzing again. Mase just dropped a bomb about Diddy's mysterious Umbrella Man. For years, this dude's name floated around Puff's circle, tied to secrets nobody wanted to touch. Now Mase is revealing why he suddenly disappeared. And trust me, the reason will have you looking at Diddy's empire way different.
But for a long time, you famously had a butler, and the guy's name, Farnsworth Bentley.
Farnsworth Bentley.
And there were these great photos that would show up in the magazines. Let's see this photo right here of Farnsworth Bentley holding an umbrella over you.
Yeah.
I don't think it's raining there. This was to protect you.
From the sun and just in case it rained.
Just in case anything happened. This guy would
Always
probably
have to be prepared.
I think he followed you around indoors with an umbrella over your head. Now what happened? He no longer works for you, is that right?
Yeah, yes. He's an entrepreneur. He has moved on to bigger and better things.
But this raises a big question.
Yeah.
Is there an opening? Do you have a butler now?
Yes.
Who are you what are you looking for in a butler now?
I'm telling you right now, I'm actually interviewing for a butler. I'm looking for a white man. White man.
You want a butler?
White man. Equal opportunity employer.
Is there any
White
chance?
man with an accent.
Is there any chance?
A lot of knowledge.
Is there a knowledge? He has to have an accent and like a distinguished accent.
A lot of knowledge and service and wine and sexy.
Okay.
Me and Puff was like, I felt like I did more than I got credit for, more than I got paid for.
You felt or did you do that? Because you said felt, like
okay,
feeling.
let's clear that up then.
You saying you feeling that?
No, we're gonna keep it with, because I'm trying to be nice. I never got paid what I was worth, and I never got the respect I was worth. So the disdain that I got for Puff is more like trying to keep me here. I'm not here. All my peers is up here. All my peers are bosses. When it's time, just like somebody raised somebody up, you know they did work with you, they go from your little man to maybe A&R to something else. He just kept trying to keep me right here, like he didn't want me to grow at anything.
And he walks in, and this particular day, I have to admit, like I was dressed like the Black Duke of Windsor. I was Murk.
Why?
M-U-R-K, Murking, right? Like full out, the watch vibe, And so he walked in, he walked straight to my table. I stood up and it was like a little stare down match on some
wow.
And I won. And then he just pointed the old girl like, yo, get this dude. It was the 2 ways then. Remember the 2 way? Anybody with me? 2 way.
Yeah, I had 2 way.
Stay with me. He's like, yo, you get this dude my 2-way number. Well, I didn't call him the next day because I'm busy.
Mase explained that the Umbrella Man wasn't just some random dude. He was always close by, moving in the shadows, and knew way too much about Puff's private world. From the wild parties to the shady business moves, insiders say he saw it all. But when the lawsuits started piling up and federal raids hit Diddy's mansions, that man went ghost, like he knew his name was about to come up next.
Did you make the right decision leaving rap?
I did. Everything now that we see playing out was all the things I escaped. The car, the shine, the loan, Puff Daddy, the Craig Mack,
Biggie Smalls.
the Biggie Smalls. So even though I made those decisions and it cost me money, that's why I got with Killer and they gave me the money
I
back.
guess when I moved to New York, obviously I stood out, dressing like this. In a lot of the hip hop clubs and things. And, literally one day he came up to me, was like, I really want you to work on my fall wardrobe. So I exchanged information with him, a very important 2-way number. And now knowing how his schedule is, it was very difficult to get with him actually. So during his trial, I sent him a lot of, spiritual verses just to kind of support him. And then one day, I left the restaurant. I was working as a maitre d' for the Madison Park, a fantastic restaurant in New York City. And I said, you remember the guy from New York City that traveled to, you remember the guy from Power that traveled to New York City to intern with Andre Harrell? I'm that guy in 2001. Please, I need a job. And he said, come to 1396 3rd Avenue on this 2-way. And I literally raced to that address and I started as assistant that day. And the rest is history.
Fans online are calling it spooky because it lines up with what Gene Deal and Jaguar Wright have been saying for years, that Diddy kept people around who held dangerous secrets. If the Umbrella Man really dipped to protect himself, it means those secrets weren't just rumors, they were heavy. And now Mase putting this out there has everybody asking, what did this guy know and why was he so scared he had to disappear?
Then you heard about the fact that he broke Kim's nose?
on a yacht?
Wow, I ain't hear about that.
It was told by people in her camp that he broke Kim's nose on a yacht. So Cassie's story is Kim's story. Cassie's book is Kim's book. Bro, when y'all look at this thing and saying force, y'all think that he probably threatened to beat her, threatened to do something like that. That ain't what force is. It could come from the mentality. Yo, he put her in a certain position, in a certain situation, in a certain time in her life. You understand what I'm saying? That she saw no way out other than doing what he told her to do. He had mentally controlled her. It's like a pimp. Diddy had pimp potential. He had her mind messed up where it controlled her.
The thing is it was how fast he disappeared.
Yes. Now he lives in Atlanta. He's married. He has 2 sons. He's living his life. I mean, but how many? Listen, y'all, if you've ever lived in Atlanta, you know the majority of them are bisexual and gay men. They just
and down low.
Get married and gave their life to God, and then your pastor.
And down low culture is still very, very, very heavy in the Black community in Atlanta. It's funny because Atlanta's like a gay mecca. You would think that there would be a need for down low culture, but down low culture is thriving in Atlanta still.
And it's weird because you can find whatever you want in Atlanta, any kind of relationship, poly, whatever you're into, you can find somebody there that's into it. It ain't really, you may meet somebody and the lady's like, yeah, these are my 2 husbands.
Yeah.
So you think he was Diddy's concubine?
Absolutely. He was too complicit and he was too compliant. And he just disappeared. He disappeared faster than Mase did. When Mase ran from Diddy, you could see the trailer just fire from his footsteps as he ran
that is
to
true.
the church. But I don't understand why people don't ask why. People, oh yeah, he gone. Oh, okay. Nobody bothered to ask why.
Nick was stealing, bro. Yo, bro. The Nick is I don't want to put that on sticky fingers. That Nick right there, bro, don't lay nothing down around him. You heard me? Don't lay nothing down around dude right there. Dog, Jennifer Lopez had these boots, they cost $5,000. I'm like, what kind of fucking boots cost $5,000? Now you gotta realize, this is like in 2000, early 2000s. These boots cost $5,000. And because she was gonna be out of the country or something like that, she didn't have them come to her house down in the village because she would have never got it because they'd be stealing her stuff down there at her apartment. So she had them come to Puff house. She wanted these boots so bad, she was mad. They looked through everything trying to find Jennifer boots. Because Puff had Puff, people used to just give him shit and send him shit from everywhere. So he had this room, this mail room in his house with numbers that he never even opened. But I don't know how Farnsworth Bentley found that shit. But we went over there to his house and we found a lot of Jennifer shit and everybody else shit that belonged to Puff. Was always right there, but not like at nighttime when we was doing things. He wasn't around, bro. He was only there when the cameras was there and shit like that. I don't know how much he could do. I don't know if he would say anything because he probably signed the ND, a non-disclosure, and he don't want to say anything against Puff anyway because Puff got shit on him. And I ain't talking about no sexual shit. None of that shit.
And that's the wildest part of this whole thing. When even Puff's right-hand shadow, the dude who never left his side, suddenly disappears, you already know the secrets he's carrying ain't just gossip. They're dangerous. Mase pulling the curtain back got the streets buzzing heavy because everybody's asking the same question. What did Umbrella Man really see at those parties, in those mansions around Puff's empire? Was he just holding that umbrella? Or was he holding knowledge that could flip the game upside down? Fans are flooding social media with theories, some saying he dipped to protect himself, others saying he's being silenced. Either way, when someone that close goes ghost, it tells you the storm around Diddy is only getting darker. So drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think Umbrella Man really knows? Smash that like button if you're locked in and hit subscribe. Because if this man is hiding now, the next reveal could shake the whole industry to its core. And you don't want to miss it.